Gaming connects people. It always has. It's crazy when you think about how many people I've met in my life thanks to a shared passion for video games. All sorts of characters, and pretty much every kind of person you can imagine, and everyone has their favorite game, their favorite genre, their favorite heroes. Some love everything, others only like certain things, but they all come together. Warhammer dudes, board game fans, StarCraft players, role players, Counter-Strike fans, Call of Duty folks, FIFA players. They all know someone from the other groups. Maybe your best friend is playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now. Another is replaying the original Baldur's Gate for the 50th time. And I'm diving into some boring point-and-click adventure or a light breezy EDA title on the PS5. It's all good, but sometimes you meet people who are a bit more unique. There are very few people I can really play online with. Sometimes a round of Team Fortress is okay, or trying out a new game can be nice, but ruling a game for 100 hours with your best friend, that's something rare. My buddy and I, for example, have a Game Monday, where we, like AVGN with James and Mike's Mondays, try out games, sometimes for longer, sometimes for shorter. It sometimes feels like a bingo night at a retirement home, but it works pretty well and keeps our favourite topic alive during intense work weeks. But wow, I remember some gaming sessions that were really intense. Around the turn of the millennium, we spent hours playing the first Far Cry or Viet Cong in multiplayer. We exchanged alcohol prices with our neighbours using a pulley system and gamed against them late into the night. World of Warcraft, Jedi Knight 2, Ultima Online, Minecraft, 7 Days to Die, The Forest, Team Fortress 2. They all gave me thousands of exciting hours with my best friends. Sometimes these game recordings feel like they're from another dimension. Like when Deckard watches the video memories in Blade Runner. It's like a window into another reality. A slider's gate.
And that's exactly what makes these moments so special. Video games have the ability to transport us to another world where we not only experience new adventures, but also form deep connections with other people. These sessions, where you stay up all night gaming together, aren't just simple pastimes. They are memories that embed themselves deeply in our minds. Sometimes I think about how much the gaming world has changed. Back then, LAN parties were the holy grail of gaming together. You'd pack your huge CRT monitor and bulky tower into the car, drive to a friend's place, and then play until dawn. Everyone had their designated roles in the game, and coordinating was an art form. The whole group was like a well-oiled machine, where every gear fit perfectly into the next. And then there's that moment when the sun slowly rises, and you realize you've been playing all night, a mix of exhaustion and satisfaction. Today, things have become simpler and yet more complex. Thanks to Discord, Steam, and the like, we can connect with each other anytime, even if our friends are on the other side of the world. The physical closeness might not be there anymore, but the emotional connection remains. Still, I sometimes miss those analog nights when the room smelled of energy drinks and pizza, and for a few hours we lived in our own world. The magic of gaming for me doesn't just lie in the technology or the games themselves, but in the people I share these moments with. It's the laughter, the frustrations, the small triumphs and defeats that make the experience so unforgettable. Whether we're talking to each other through headsets or sitting next to each other on the couch, these shared adventures bond us together. And it doesn't matter whether we're playing the latest blockbusters or losing ourselves in old classics that hardly anyone remembers. The feeling remains the same. It's like a familiar ritual that brings us back together again and again, no matter how far apart we are. In these moments, we're not just gamers. We're friends writing a story together. A story full of pixels, polygons, and countless hours that will forever bind us. Gaming is more than just a hobby. It's a bridge between worlds, between people, between times. And as long as video games exist, this bridge will keep bringing us together. In new adventures, with old friends, and in memories that we'll carry with us for a long time.